Bills since 1973. We are at Bill Stadium just south of downtown Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
He's checking. Watch the safety creep. Switch. Check.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Switch.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. All day.
To the air. Allen. Forced out to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll hand it off now, Williams. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. On play action, Allen. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins. Half 85, half 85. Yes.
Now Allen. Flushed out right. Going deep for Diggs.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Rowe. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And some room to roam now. And he'll be out right at the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the carry is Henderson. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that can be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. On the handoff, Henderson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A very solid gain of 27.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Check 26, check 26.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On second down, back to Henderson.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And that is no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous. Check 99. Check 99. Half. Mike's 22. Mike's 22. Hey, get in the weight room.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Nothing can stop him. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd and inches, Allen. And he slings one that's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Mike 52. Push him back. Push him back. New Mike 52. Mike 52.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen buying time to his left. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Watch it divide.
Check the outs. Check the
Alert, alert, alert.
Watch Twiz. Watch Twiz.
On second down, Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff, Henderson. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain of 37. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Now Allen going to look to run it. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Two yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. Because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, not slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That's taken in by Henderson. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Three down. Alert. 3 down.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike, switch up, switch up.
On first down, Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Alert! Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Half 85. Half 85. Check 9.
From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Here's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Slam! 56! Mike 52! Let's go! 49! Check 49! Check 49! 6 guys! Check.
A final shot before half for Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Tyler Bass for the Bills field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Tua sets up to pass it. And he finds Parker here, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On play action, here's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Matt Milano, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Jerome Baker, Dolphins leading tackler in 2020, in on the stop there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Williams. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play. A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Now Allen. He completes it to the tight end Knox. Touchdown Bills. Dawson Knox, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Oh, look at this. They're not even going to get the 2-point play off. Maybe too much indecision. It's going to cost them 5 yards.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. Whoa! It still won't go down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. From the gun, it's Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And incomplete on the deep ball. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua, he's going to take another shot here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
22's coming, Mike. It's coming this way, here we go.
So after the INT, it's Allen eluding the pressure right. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Allen going to throw. It's complete to Diggs. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this is back to a 5-point game. Still just a 2-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Bills are going to recover. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Get him, boys. Get him, boys.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
I got one. Check. Kill.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. This one swung out to Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check. Crunch.
Now Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And he'll be out of bounds. Well,
that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Tua. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And it's caught off the deflection. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Half in. Here we go. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Check 31, check 31. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Trucks over him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Dawson Knox with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike, watch Mike. Ricky.
Allen will try to throw for it. And the Bills are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack.
Tua.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have...
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox there to make the grab.
And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Tackles. 40. Mike, 44. Coming to you. 44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Watch the curl.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Being chased out left. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll run on first down. It's Henderson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on.
And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And this will be caught.
And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been... And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They run once more with Henderson. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. Going deep downfield for Ross. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bills, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.